Just 30 seconds into the second, Ryan D'Amelia surging to the net. He falls 15 seconds to go in the second. Dan Berkowitz with the feed to D'Amelia. His second of the night. The Eagles back out in front. Back and forth it goes. D'Amelia was tremendous. He nets his third goal of the night. 9 seconds later, Ryan D'Amelia streaks down the right wing. The great pass to Alex DeMeo. Dan Berkowitz with the steal. And then check out this feed to Ryan D'Amelia. That is an awesome goal. Let's take another look. Berkowitz is able to make the pass between the defender's legs, and D'Amelia goes stick side. The Eagles have a cushion. Out comes out with some gusto. Dan Berkowitz, the feed to Ryan D'Amelia. The Eagles are on the board, and they're fired. Ryan Lambert does a great job of keeping the puck in the zone, draws two defenders, gets the feed to Ryan D'Amelia. He works around the defender. He scores his second of the night. Middletown South takes a 3-1 lead. Later in the third, D'Amelia doing the passing this time. Look at this feed to Gavin Goulash. So patient with the puck. His backhand closes out the scoring. Let's take another look. D'Amelia finishes with 2 goals and an assist. Goulash gets 2 in a 4-1 win. Middletown South has put together back-to-back home wins to get to 6-3-2 on the season. We talked with Gavin Goulash and head coach Tony Namati after the game.
You have a nice mixture of dynamic scoring, and our defense game by game is getting better and better. It's a luxury to have talented guys like Ryan D'Amelia and Gavin Goulash in the lineup. They're good team guys. They work very hard.
Welcome back to the APP Sports Roadshow. Hockey is our focus tonight. And joining us from the Middletown South Eagles, we have head coach Tony Namati and junior forward Ryan D'Amelia. Guys, thanks for joining us. Coach, let's start with you. Let's talk about the season. We're later in the season now, and you have a younger team. How have you seen this team progress over the course of the year?
Throughout the course of the season, the coaching staff has been very happy in terms of how some of our young guys are starting to step up and take leadership roles. And even though we're young with still a lot of juniors and not many seniors, I think a lot of our juniors are doing a really good job in terms of showing these freshmen and sophomores the right way to continue a tradition that we're trying to build to be a playoff team every year and to make a good playoff push every year. So that's the number one thing we've been most impressed with, is the young guys sort of picking up the South flag and getting our young guys to buy in and get our young guys to play it our way, which has brought us success the past 2 years.
Ryan, you're one of those juniors that coach is talking about. You're one of the junior leaders on this team. Can you talk to me? Because we came into the season knowing how deep of a forward core this team has, and you're part of that. What is it like to have that depth of talent on this team?
Well, it's a privilege to have it, because we know, like, if one of us has an off game, that the next guy can step up and out of nowhere he can deliver us like a key play or a nice goal or a nice pass. And it just gives us some security knowing that every single person on this line can contribute, get a key goal, and everybody else can contribute.
And Ryan, let's talk about the game. These are guys that you're familiar with, Middletown South. You played them earlier this season. You played them last season, of course. But what is it about these opponents that you guys are preparing for?
Well, we need to prepare for their intensity. We know that they want to come in to win. They believe that they deserve to win the Mayor's Cup, and rightfully so. We both think that we can win it. Our main thing is we need to match their intensity, make sure we don't make any key crucial errors, make sure we have our defensive strategies down, make sure we can put in the loose pucks when we can.
Is there something different about this game, maybe compared to other ones on the schedule?
Well, definitely the fan presence is really there. I don't think any other hockey venue, at least besides like the state finals, can have this many crowds and this many roaring of the fans. Like when I was a freshman, when I got on this ice for the first time I was here, I was completely blown away with the fan presence and the support. It showed that hockey was really like growing in this town when I really thought it wasn't.
And Coach, too, you mentioned too some of that leadership, some guys stepping up on the team. Talk about the guy right here on your right, Ryan. What kind of player is he?
He's one of my. He's a great player to watch, and he's a great player for the young guys to model their play after. A message that we constantly say, that we almost sometimes get a little even heckled about, is we're all about the chip and go, the chip and go. And he laughs because we hear it all the time in the locker room. But we play a particular way. We don't try to dazzle you by skating through everybody and having the puck on our stick the whole time. We're a grind team, and he sort of embodies that style, and that's why he earned an A this year, because he brings that style every game. He dumps pucks consistently. He's willing to go after. He's willing to pay the price. So, he's been playing that way for the past 2 years since I've been here, and he earned the A that's on his chest, and I think he's a good model for a lot of the young guys to say this is how we want our South guys to play. Skill will win you a lot of games, and skating through guys and having dazzling skills will win you a lot of games, but when you're in those one-goal games, you're in those drag-out playoff games, like the chip and go style, the battle, the intensity, the blocking shots, all those little things, that's what wins you those close games, and that's what he brings. So that's why he's wearing an A today.
The chip and go style. Could you talk to us a little more about that, and maybe explain it to those who may not know what's going on? And Ryan, you can chime in too if you want, what that means to you and how you go about it.
To me, chip and go is it's a style of breakout where when the D's move the puck to the winger, we're reading what the D is going to do. If they're coming in and they're being aggressive, we'll chip it, we'll send our forwards out, and we'll try to get them on an odd man rush. We play that style because it also leads to us playing better defense. It leads to less turnovers in the neutral zone. It leads to less turnovers on your blue line. So it's a nice mix of, it'll generate offense, but at the same time, it sets you up to also be a defensively responsible team. So that's why we preach that style of hockey in the locker room. Ron, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I completely agree with that. It also helps our players get smarter, because when we don't have the puck, we have to analyze the situation. Once we get the puck, we know to look up, look for the right guy, look for the right play. If there's no pass there, we know how to get it deep, set up our forecheck, and work from there. We don't really need to force any plays, which could lead to big mistakes.
Guys, thanks for joining us. Our first hockey edition of the APP Sports Roadshow. Thanks for stopping by, Coach and Ryan, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.